Welcome to a tour of the Santa Fe River.
Hi there, my name is Luke Thompson and I love the Santa Fe River.
I'm on this journey because I want to explore where our water comes from, where it goes, and why saving water is so important.
I've grown up by the Santa Fe River and I would love to take you on a tour of it. We're going to go through 3 sections.
I would like to go all the way from the upper canyon to the farms of La Bajada. There are so many places to look for water in between.
Let's start here in the upper canyon where we have special permission from the city of Santa Fe and the U.S. Forest Service to enter. The river water here of the Santa Fe Watershed is an important source of water to the city of Santa Fe, and we must do everything we can to protect it. This area is off limits to the general public because of how critically important this water is to our water supply.
I remember being up here with the My Water, My Watershed program. I'm lucky to be able to look at the critters in the water again with Carlos. I know how the benthic macroinvertebrates can tell us how clean the water is.
The upper watershed is closed for a reason, to protect your water. By conserving water, we'll have the cleanest and cheapest source of water available to ourselves and the river.
I remember being up here with the My Water, My Watershed program in 5th grade. I know how the benthic macroinvertebrates can tell us how clean the water is.
That one is a creamfly.
Just imagine if trees like this turned into burnt wood like this. We would have ash and soil in our water supply in the upper watershed. Make sure to get written permission before entering the upper watershed. On a good, very wet year, Santa Fe can get up to half of its drinking water from the Santa Fe watershed.
This water is coming directly from the mountains from freshly melted snow. The water gets captured in 2 reservoirs, Nichols and McClure, for use in the city water supply.
Our watershed makes the city of Santa Fe possible. The watershed acts like a very large kitchen sink and catches water all to one place.
This is the best and cheapest source out of the 3 ways we get our drinking water.
First, I'll stop at the Arroyo Mascaras.
Hey there, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm picking up trash.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, do you want to help?
Sure.
Okay.
Wow, this is great that we're cleaning up the river and helping our environment.
Yeah, I'm so glad you came down to help. This is super. There is so much trash, and then we have to try to get it out of the water next.
Yeah.
I feel great that I helped clean up our river. It provides a space for wildlife and creates a beautiful green area throughout Santa Fe. Next, I'd like to go to the San Isidro River crossing.
We're in a special place today at the San Isidro River crossing, and today is special because the river is running, and today was the San Isidro River blessing. Today we bless the Santa Fe River.
Everyone from the community gathers to put together the luminarias for the Vespers or Vísperas, the night before the celebration takes place. You have Mass that night, you have procession, you get ready the next day to have your procession, to have your Mass, to have the blessing of the river. Everyone gets to throw their flowers into the river and watch them run down. And then everyone gets together and shares the food that they've made. Everyone still felt like they needed to go out and bless the river. And so everyone did it on their own, individually or with a neighbor, still taking their grandchildren with them.
So the Santa Fe River is no longer really used primarily for agriculture. We can still have respect for the river and keeping it clean, and it's more important than ever that remain unpolluted.
Next, I'd like to go to an arroyo because there might be water there. I've seen really big flows in the Arroyo Chamisos.
Look at this erosion right here. I bet that the water is really fast coming through here because of how much of this cliff is gone. I hear that this arroyo is fed by water all the way up from St. John's College. That's a lot of land and a lot of water to be fed through this right here. That must be why there's so much erosion.
I wonder if there is water in the arroyo downstream. Oh, I guess not, but there is a lot of trash, eroded sand from upstream, and debris washed down here. The arroyos flow into the Santa Fe River, so what happens here impacts the river.
Wow, even though the river is dry here, I can tell that there's been a flash flood because of the high amount of debris here on the bridge.
I've definitely seen water in the river by the airport. I wonder if there is some there today. Most definitely, there is water down here. This is an oasis.
Hi there, my name's... What's your name? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Where did you come from?
I just came from the river right over there.
Oh, in the Santa Fe River?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where I was a minute ago too. Can I?
Oh.
Thanks, I'm gonna
There
need
you
that.
go.
I'm Olivia Carroll and I'm with the Santa Fe Girls School and you are on our little piece of property right on the Santa Fe River.
Wow, thank you for having me here.
Would you like to help me with my samples?
Absolutely.
Okay. When we're here at the river, we collect a whole bunch of different bits of information, mostly about the water itself, but also about how the water is moving underneath this landscape down below the surface. So I collect pH, we do turbidity, we collect total dissolved solids, TDS it's called. We take water temperature, dissolved oxygen, nitrate, and phosphate. Maybe you can be my data collector.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. This is a good spot. Let's stop right here.
All right.
So there's 3 measurements that I can take without really using any reagents or anything. One is temperature. Temperature is probably the most variable. It's the one that can change the most just, across one body of water. Shallow areas are going to be a little warmer, and the deeper you go, obviously, the cooler it is. So we take it nonetheless because it changes with the season. This is interesting because the 20 degrees Celsius that we have on here is about the limit for trout.
Oh,
Any
okay.
warmer than that, and you're not going to find them. So another reading that we take, and I would say of all of our readings, this is the least variable. The one that's changed the least through time and that changes the least across a season is pH. We tend to be a little on the basic side, which is the opposite of the basic, of course, is the acidic. So we're a little more basic. So anything above 7 we consider basic, and the higher above 7 it is, the more basic. So our pH we can say is about 8.1. Look, you just have to see this. So this is a willow. And we think of willows as providing food for things like beavers and muskrats and whatever. But if you look, these willows are in bloom, and each of these tiny little blooms has pollen and nectar for small bees, including, do you see those ones flying? Those are Perdita, a tiny mining bee that specializes on willow. There, look, and here's, oh, this one's gorgeous. Can you see the red?
Oh, red abdomen on the bee?
Yeah, wait for it. There. Can you see that? There you go. Gorgeous. Mining bees, many of them are specialists, and one of the plants they like to specialize on is willow.
Look at all the pollen on the back.
I know, isn't it cool?
It's a happy
on the legs,
one.
It's very happy.
Wow, the river by the airport was amazing. I wonder how pollution from upstream impacts people and animals downstream. One place I've never seen is the river below La Bajada. I'm going to drive down there for the first time to explore. The La Bajada villagers have an acequia to water their crops. Look, there are animals grazing.
Wow, here I am. I'm below La Bajada, but I'm still here at the Santa Fe River.
At this bridge, the river enters the Pueblo de Cochiti. I hear this goes to the Rio Grande after this point. I've ended a long journey at La Bajada on the same river that I started at in the mountains by Nichols Reservoir. One thing for sure, we are all connected by the river and the Santa Fe Watershed. Wow, what a great day learning how to bless and respect my favorite river. I'm glad I was able to take you on my journey. I hope you've learned something too. Saving water at my house is one step I can take to keep the river running. In the Upper Canyon, I learned that our water supply is critical for our survival and that protecting the watershed from pollution and forest fires makes so much sense. The river in the inner city is beautiful, particularly when people respect the river. People keep it clean when they pick up trash and deal with their own waste. We need to keep our traditions strong, like the San Isidro River blessing, and do what I can to cherish what I love so much.
El frío, los parques y la gente. El frío y también el calor. La plaza y las fiestas. Me quita todo el dolor. Oh.